Have you ever thought about quitting your job, becoming your own boss, and making money from your passion? But if you're starting a business without hearing what I'm about to share, there's a high chance you'll lose money, waste time, and even lose faith in yourself. This isn't a video about get-rich-quick dreams. This is a survival plan for any woman who wants to start a business, the smart, bold, and strategic way. Welcome, rich girls, to the Rich Girl Shift channel, where every video is a step toward financial freedom, confidence, and elegance. Today, we're diving into a topic that every woman dreaming of entrepreneurship needs to understand. Business is not a glamorous walk in the park. Behind the glowing highlight reels and photos with thousands of likes are sleepless nights, cash flow crises, and moments of deep self-doubt. This video won't lull you into sweet dreams. It's here to make you sharp, strong, and fully prepared to begin with the most grounded mindset possible. 1. Business isn't just a dream. It's a real battle. You've probably heard thousands of stories about young people who became successful just a year after starting a business. But what's the truth? Over 80% of small businesses shut down within their first 3 years. It's not because the founders weren't smart or passionate. It's because they weren't prepared for the brutal reality of the market. On social media, people share their sales numbers, big deals, and glamorous launch events. But how many talk about the sleepless nights caused by order issues, last-minute client cancellations, or seeing their bank account hit zero? Business is not a picnic. It's a long, grueling journey where you'll have to fight invisible fears, early failures, and your own ego. It's a game with no clear roadmap and no golden formula to guarantee success. The truth is, business doesn't exclude anyone, but it doesn't go easy on anyone either. If you're not mentally prepared to face rejection and bounce back after setbacks, you'll likely leave the game early. But if you understand that results only come after you dare to start over again and again, then you're on the right path. 2. What is your motivation? Before you invest your money, time, and emotions into building a business, be honest with yourself. Why do you want to start? Is it because you hate your current job? Because you want to prove something to someone? Or simply because you've seen a problem out there that you genuinely want to solve? Your answer matters more than you think. Motivation isn't a quote you hang on the wall. It's what will pull you through the nights you lose faith, the days with no sales, and the weeks where all your effort leads nowhere. Don't start just because your reason is other people are doing it. Don't start if you think this path will be easy. Business is never a gentle alternative to a 9-to-5 job. It's a more intense, more brutal version, but one that's also more rewarding if you're truly ready. Your motivation is the fuel for the long road ahead. If you're not clear on it yet, pause. Figure it out before you step into any kind of business. 3. Clearly distinguish between a hobby and a business. Do you love baking, painting, or designing clothes? That's wonderful. But the moment you want to turn those passions into income, you're stepping into the world of business. A hobby can stop when you're tired, requires no reports, and doesn't worry about profit or loss. But a business is a completely different story. When you run a business, you're no longer doing it just because you enjoy it. You're doing it out of commitment. Commitment to your customers, your finances, your stability, and your growth. That means following processes, communicating professionally, managing costs efficiently, maximizing profits, being ready to face negative feedback. Many people don't fail because their product isn't good. They fail because they still treat it like a temporary hobby. And business has no room for half-hearted effort. 4. Do thorough market research before you pour in money. A brilliant idea in your head doesn't mean it's brilliant in the market's eyes. The first thing you need to do is not name your brand, design packaging, or hire influencers. It's this: go talk to the market. Speak with potential customers. Ask them real, honest questions. Do you actually need this product? Would you be willing to pay for it? Where are you currently buying this type of product? Analyze your competitors. Who's already doing what you want to do? Are they successful? If yes, what are they doing right? If not, why did they fail? And finally, run a small test. Try a simple pre-order, a quick survey landing page, or even a few test posts on social media to gauge reactions. Don't wait until everything is perfect to launch. The market won't wait for you. and it won't forgive you for failing to validate your idea early. 5. Write a plan, not to present, but to survive. A business plan doesn't have to be flashy, lengthy, or polished to impress investors. But whether you're selling handmade goods on Instagram or launching an online consulting service, you must have a plan if you want to survive. The first thing you need to clarify is, who is your target customer? Who are they? Where do they live? What are their spending habits, and what drives them to pay? If you don't understand this, everything else, from product creation to advertising, becomes meaningless. Next, you need to know, how much will it cost to produce? What is your expected profit margin? A low profit margin can leave you working tirelessly without proper reward. On the other hand, pricing too high without demand will only push customers toward your competitors. What is your 3 to 6 month growth plan? Will you launch new products, expand your sales channels, or focus on building a community? Write it down. The more specific, the better. How will your cash flow be managed? You need to know where your money is going: income, expenses, and reserves. Many people make sales but still run out of cash simply because they have no clear cash flow strategy. Don't keep everything in your head. Writing out your plan, even if it's just a few pages in Google Docs or a basic spreadsheet, is how you create a survival map for your business. You can't run a business based on emotions. And emotions, no matter how strong, can never replace a strategy with a clear roadmap. 6. Don't rush to quit your main job. There's a special kind of itch that anyone preparing to start a business has probably felt. It's that burning desire to escape the cage of a dull job, where every day feels like a loop on repeat. You dream of freedom, of mornings without alarm clocks, of doing what you love and living at your own rhythm. But stay sharp. Not every open door leads to the sky. Some open doors drop straight into a pit. Quitting too soon is one of the most common mistakes young people make, fueled by excitement and idealism. Your stable income from your current job, while it may not make you rich, is a precious lifeline when your business is still finding its footing. It protects you from selling in panic mode. It keeps you from bowing to toxic clients. It lets you sleep without the dread of your bank account nearing zero. You should only quit your job when your business has a stable cash flow and can reinvest in itself. You have at least 6 to 12 months of personal living expenses saved. You have a clear growth plan that can be measured and adjusted. Starting a business is not a reckless leap of youth. It's a strategic transition where every move must be calculated. Don't jump off a boat in the middle of the ocean just because you think you've learned how to swim. The sea of business runs deep, and the waves are unpredictable. Let logic guide you, and treat your current job as a launch pad, not a burden. 7. Budget wisely, and break it down to use it smartly. If time is your most valuable asset, then cash is the lifeblood of your business. And a business, no matter how great the idea, will collapse if that lifeblood runs dry. It's not because you're not capable. It's because you couldn't control your spending. Most startups don't fail because the product is bad. They fail because they ran out of money before they learned how to make money. Before you start, create a detailed list of every essential expense: production, packaging, software, tools, advertising, shipping, returns, tech issues, financial risks. There's no such thing as a small expense because when combined, they're exactly what can drown you if overlooked. Next, divide your capital into smaller chunks. Test the market, optimize the product, and only then move to scaling. Don't throw all your money into the first month hoping that the bigger the push, the faster the success. No, what you need is distance, not speed. You should also have at least 6 months of operational expenses in reserve, during the period when your revenue is still unstable. Remember, smart entrepreneurs don't use money to gamble, they use it to guide. Money is not something to be burned, it's a strategic tool to create sustainable profit. 8. Manage your finances like a CEO, from day one. Many people start a business with the mindset of just start now, figure out the money later. But you can't run a business with impulsive thinking. Even if your monthly revenue is just a few $100s, you still need to learn to look at money like a true leader. Financial management isn't a luxury skill. It's a survival foundation. If you can't control your money, even the best product won't save your business from collapsing from the inside. First, track every income and expense daily, even just a few dollars for shipping. This helps you understand your cash flow clearly and spot financial holes or bad spending habits early. Second, keep personal and business finances separate. Too many people mix them up, and the result is they don't know if they're making or losing money. Separating your finances lets you make clear, emotion-free decisions. Third, regularly review simple financial reports. You don't need to wait until you hire an accountant. Use Google Sheets to track things. You don't have to be a finance expert, but you do need to see the truth. Is your business financially healthy? Don't let the feeling of making sales hide a dangerous truth. You might be selling more and losing more. If you want to take ownership of something, you also need to take responsibility for it. And learning to manage your money is the very first step. To grow, to level up, not just as a seller, but as a real CEO. Hoi ChatGPT. 9. A brand is not a logo. It's the promise you make to your customers. Many people start building their brand by choosing fonts, picking colors, or designing a cool logo. But branding isn't just about appearance. A brand is an experience, an emotional imprint you leave in a customer's mind after every interaction with you. A product might convince someone to buy once, but a brand with a soul brings them back and inspires them to recommend you to others because they feel connected, seen, understood. So, what makes a brand truly memorable? First, core values. What do you believe in? What is non-negotiable in how you do business? Modern customers don't just buy products, they buy into your belief system. Next, your brand voice. From your website copy to your Instagram captions to how you respond to a DM. It all needs to be consistent, genuine, and reflect your unique personality. Then comes your visual identity. It doesn't need to be flashy, but it should be clear enough that people say, that looks like you. And finally, tell your true story. Why did you start? What has your journey looked like? What makes you different? A great brand doesn't need to shout. It just needs to be sincere, and the right people will come looking for it. 10. Risk is certain, and you need to prepare for it today. Business is not just about selling, creating products, or running ads. It's a journey where you must learn how to manage risk before it comes for you. Risk is inevitable. It's not a matter of if, but when. And what you need isn't a cute umbrella, you need a storm-proof system. Here are some types of risks you might face. Financial risk. Cash flow dries up, customers return products all at once, or costs suddenly spiral out of control. Market risk. Trends shift, strong competitors appear, or customers turn their backs. Operational risk. Lost orders, employees quitting unexpectedly, or website crashes. Legal and reputation risk. A single negative comment, a small policy mistake, and the ripple effects could be massive. The solution is not to avoid risk, but to proactively prepare so you won't collapse when it hits. Build a financial emergency fund. Have more than one income stream. Diversify your sales channels and customer base. Never put all your eggs in one basket. And most importantly, train yourself to stay calm when everything goes sideways. The strength of a businesswoman isn't measured when orders are flowing smoothly. It's revealed when she can pivot and lead through a crisis. 11. Prepare for a massive workload and for the tasks you don't enjoy. Many people step into business with a romanticized idea. I'll be my own boss, set my own hours, and live by my own schedule. But just a few weeks into launching, they're hit with a harsh reality. Starting a business means working almost all the time. You're not just creating the product. You're also doing the bookkeeping, tracking reports, writing marketing content, replying to comments, handling returns, talking to difficult customers, optimizing operations, developing new products. And sometimes even packing and shipping orders yourself. In the beginning, you are your own all-in-one team. There will be days when you're so exhausted that going back to a 9-to-5 job sounds tempting. But that, too, is part of the process, a necessary trade-off for future freedom. Even more important is learning how to manage your time, categorize tasks by the value they generate, and observe yourself carefully so you don't get trapped in the spiral of doing everything alone just to earn the title of founder. A smart rich girl knows what's worth doing herself and what should be delegated. Because in the long run, it's your health, not your title, that will stick with you the longest. 12. Marketing and sales. Not a side task, but your lifeline. You could create the best product in the world, but if no one knows about it, then honestly, it means nothing. A great product can't speak for itself. It's marketing, not quality, that helps people see you before they trust and choose you. Business doesn't stop at creating a product. Business is about telling a compelling story, one that makes customers feel. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Don't treat marketing as just another expense. See it as the lifeblood of your business. And if you do it right, you won't need to push sales. Customers will come to you. Start with these core foundations. Content marketing. Write blogs, shoot videos, share real lessons that help your audience. People aren't just looking for products, they're looking for trust. And content is the most sustainable way to plant that trust. Paid advertising. Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok ads, all work well if you know how to manage your budget and optimize ROI, return on investment. Don't just spend money to be seen, spend it to be chosen. Email marketing. Don't let customers buy from you just once. Build long-term relationships through email. A space where you nurture, care, and remind them why they chose you in the first place. Referral and social proof. A happy customer is the best free sales team you'll ever have. Encourage them to share and create opportunities for word of mouth to spread naturally. Good marketing doesn't make people buy because it's cheap. It makes them choose you because they trust you. Business isn't for the vague or unsure, but it is a brilliant path for those who are determined. If you've made it this far, it means there's something inside you stirring. A desire to step out of your comfort zone. To build something that's truly yours. To create value and to live a life of intention. Business isn't a shortcut to quick wealth. It's a long road, full of challenges, but also full of worthy rewards. If you walk it with clarity, strategy, and belief in yourself. You don't have to start big. You just have to start right. And Rich Girl Shift will always be here, walking alongside you on that journey. Direct it if you found this video helpful. Please like, share, and leave a comment to let me know where you are on your entrepreneurial journey. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of the strategies, tools, or inspiring stories made for real rich girls like you.